Hello class, just thought I'd reach out to you a little bit here as you're getting ready to delve into chapters 1 and 2 for week 1. A little commentary on chapter 1, just some of the highlights as I see them. First of all, I'd point out that out on the courseware there are some PowerPoint presentations that actually come from the author. So I'd suggest you might want to print those out, whether you print them out one to a page, slide to a page, or like I tend to do them, you print them out. We put 6 on a page, but whatever worked for you, you might use that to take some notes as you're going through your reading. I'm sure you'll find that to be a big help when it's time to take your quiz. So Levy, chapter 1, understanding teams. I found in my work that the concept of team, or the word team, tends to get abused and misused and overused. And I think Levy does a really nice job of spelling out the difference between groups and teams. Teams are a very specific group of individuals, specific reasons for coming together, different ways of being measured than groups. And really, let me say that it doesn't necessarily mean that teams are better than groups. We like to use that term a lot. Well, team, here we are, team, a member of a team. Most times, I would have to say that we're really part of a group, not technically part of a team. And so chapter 1 really does a nice job of getting our minds set on what a team really is. So I'll let you to work through that with Levy. You'll notice that he talks a little bit about different types of teams and also the reasons why teams have developed. I don't know that he particularly gets into it, but I would suggest that one of the ways that teams have become so dominant in organizational culture is because of the increasing reliance on project teams. Projects tend to be the way that new products are developed. New processes are created, old processes are revamped and reconstituted for more effective use. And so generally what does that, of course, are a group of people who come together as a team. And generally people who come together for that type of work are a team. One of the key things that sets teams apart, he'll talk about this at some point, is that teams are much more interdependent on their success. Not that each person on a team doesn't have particular tasks or responsibilities, but in terms of overall effectiveness, it's something that you have to work together on. So it's that interdependence that really is the hallmark of a team. So this progress towards more and more project type work is one of the things that has led to the use of teams, and I think in a large measure has spurred some of the interest in research about teams as researchers look at project teams, because with projects, as you probably know, there's a start and a beginning, so it's a very finite piece of time with a finite purpose that makes it easier to study the dynamics that come from that. He does a nice job of setting us through the Industrial Revolution and scientific management. Pay attention to the Hawthorne studies that he gets into. Probably one of the all-time classics in terms of people and work and how that comes together. Let's see. The empowerment also, one of the key things in some organizations, I hope, and I hope you've experienced this, is the concept of empowerment and delayering. And so the idea is that as organizations start to take layers of management or layers of authority out, it pushes the need to have decision making down at different levels in the organization, levels where maybe decision making and authority didn't exist before. And so to really make that work, creating and developing good effective teams is what's really going to drive that. Again, spend a little time with the author and coming to grips with what teams really are. Don't forget the survey on page 17. I really ask you to take that before you answer the discussion questions about teams, yes or no. All right, good luck with all that.